Hello guys and welcome. Today I wanted to talk about Torghast, a new Shadowlands update in World of Warcraft, and how I think it falls under the same problem of BFA visions and N'Zoth visions at the end of the expansion. Now Torghast in itself is kind of cool. It's a kind of rogue-light experience where you power up, well, I say power up, I've got like 1 or 2 buffs that actually help me through the whole experience, and I pretty much farmed every rare and stuff I could find along the way. So to call it a roguelite is kind of really stretching it, because at the end you still kind of feel weak. This might be a problem for rogues or just mainly outlaw in general, but yeah, I won't call it roguelite. Now, the problem with Torghast is the fact that it does not give gear. That is the #1 problem with the whole experience. This basically boils down to the same problem N'Zoth Visions had, where you had to have the gear to basically progress through solo content, and it gave you no gear to help progress through solo content. Torghast is basically doing the same, where you have to really push your way through the game. I'm trying to force my way through this boss. This is only stage 2, by the way. I'm not even halfway through actually completing my legendary quest at the moment. Stage 2 has near enough 10 times my HP and can pretty much waste me if I don't watch what I'm doing properly. This wouldn't be a problem if at the end of it you actually got some gear that maybe helped you progress through the tower, but you don't. That's the problem with Torghast. It's unrewarding, you don't get nothing from it. It's basically a grind area so that you can get powder to get legendaries. Torghast in itself, from a very critical aspect, is just a min-max grind. By the looks of it, the only reason you would come to Torghast, well, given the fact that later on there is some rewards, but they're only like transmogs and pets, and I think 1 mount, so even then there's not actually gear. The only reason you would come to Torghast is to get dust to make your legendaries. So yeah, I'm going to actually say that Torghast is nothing more than a min-max grind area. And it's kind of disappointing. I was looking forward to this. I'd heard of it, of like a kind of roguelite experience. But the experience itself is kind of drab. The bosses at the end seem really scaled up for what they expect you to get throughout the area. You're not always going to actually get that gear, and then you struggle. That's basically it. Now, I'm 151 item level. That's pretty decent, I would say. I'm not exactly... I don't know what the item level for dungeons are, because the dungeon queues at the moment are so long. I think it's still half an hour. It was an hour a couple of days ago to get a dungeon as a DPS. Now it's like half hour each. It's just too long to do multiplayer content at the start of expansion as a DPS. So solo content letting you down in this way is really, really a letdown. So after all that being said, my first impressions of Torghast have to be really subpar. It really does not help the end game at all. It's just a grinding area, which is very disappointing. It's not even fun. The abilities you get don't even actually make the game fun. Like a roguelike like Hades, you can reach the end of the game and you will be overpowered, and that will be fun. Whereas World of Warcraft is stingy, even in its solo content. It won't let you become overpowered, which is very, very stupid, to be honest. Having the roguelike where you're basically not powering up. First impressions, Torghast sucks. thank you for watching, and that's the end of the video.